Thank you, Amparo, Lady Toastmaster. Hello, everyone. Okay, before we get started, I do have one question. Bart, do you really wear glasses without like lenses in them? Wow, okay.
It's such a cool thing.
Okay. Well, it's hard to come into a speech after Bart's amazing speech. I loved it. I hope you guys did too. That was pretty good. Okay, so kind of in theme with what we're talking about today, my speech is about why most people don't get what they want. So a thought occurred to me this week, and it triggered my many ongoing changes in life. And I pondered this question that a dear friend of mine asked, and it was, do you even know what you want? We were in a heated discussion, and I was stumped. I didn't know how to answer. And honestly, I was a little confused and frustrated with myself for not knowing how to answer, right? So I thought about sharing this today because I thought it was perfect. I mean, 2020 is coming to an end. Everyone has had some sort of experience, so of course it's perfect time for reflection. Just so you know, there's only 27 days left, so start thinking about that. Many of us are probably considering what our New Year's resolutions are going to be, what our intentions are going to be, and of course, we're going to write them down. We're going to start going to the gym for the first 3 months, and then forget all about it, right? We've all been there. And that's totally okay. You know, it happens to everyone. We can't do it all. Or can we? So that's what I want to let you in on. A little secret is that I truly think that you can get what you want and do exactly what it is that you think you want to achieve. And it's not really something that is truly a secret. It's something that you've already known. And it's something that as a kid, you knew very well how to do. So I'm sure you've had siblings, cousins, nephews, nieces who've thrown these crazy tantrums and have somehow manipulated their way into getting exactly what they wanted, right? So just as a reminder, you can do it in a not so childlike fashion, but you can absolutely do it. Just think about like a moment in your life when you had this incredible idea. Like, for example, I'm sure someone like Bart, you have so many different careers that you've had to plan out and be methodical about because it's not easy. You're what? You just turned 30, I believe. And happy belated birthday, by the way. And that is a very young age, but you're balancing these different careers. And I'm sure it wasn't easy, like you said. There's going to be bumps on the road along the way. So I want you to consider that too, right? So again, going back, think about that moment when you were super excited about an idea, a goal, a resolution that you wanted to put forward. I'm sure you were super hyped about it. You were so ready to get started. You knew exactly how you were going to do it. Then a few days passed, a few weeks passed, and nothing. So just think about that, okay? Think about that, but don't be too hard on yourself. Just reflect, okay? Take a moment to think about it a little differently, maybe. And this brings me to wanting to reteach you what you already know, which is this thought process of abundance and how it is possible for you to achieve these audacious goals. Okay, so first and foremost, you need to be willing to understand that it's an everyday, day-by-day process. You have to consider the hurdles along the way, and you have to really think it's worth achieving. because nothing worth having really comes easy. So I have 3 rules for you today. The first rule is you have to really want it. You have to be willing to work harder than whatever the initial desire of wanting to have it is, because there's going to be days when you're not going to want to do it. Okay, but you have to. Rule number 2 is you have to learn how to ask for what it is that you want. You have to learn how to articulate what it is that you want to create. So if you have an idea, a project, a business that you want to push forward, figure out what are the tools necessary to make that happen, and then find out how to communicate what it is you want to make sure you can get it. Rule number 3, start doing it. Whether it's a project, whether it's going to the gym, just get up, go. It's the ideas that we put into action that have the only way to really start putting progress into motion. So I just want to remind you one last time. It's really important that you get started, because it's really up to you to achieve whatever it is that you want to do. So the number 1 rule is get out of your own way and just do it. 2, learn what it is you want, inside, backwards, front, forward, and learn how to communicate it to the right people, to the right groups, and make sure that it happens. And this is why something like Toastmasters is super important, because it teaches you how to put your thoughts together and communicate them with the people around you. And of course, last but not least, execute, put into action. And that concludes my spiel, rant, and speech for today. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And I hope that come 2021, you can put these steps into action and get whatever the F it is you want.